In this video, I'm going to talk to you about how to use least common multiple and greatest common factor, how to find them, and then how to use them to help you with fraction work. There's the idea of least common multiple, and we can often use prime factorization to find that, but first let's talk about what it is. If you have the numbers 2, 3, and 5, and you start writing multiples of each number, so 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, etc. All of the even numbers are multiples of 2. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. Those are all multiples of 3. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So if we look at these numbers, between 2 and 3, 6 is the smallest or least common multiple. If you look between 2 and 5, 10 is the least common multiple. If you look between 3 and 5, 15 is the least common multiple. Is there a common multiple for all three of them? We'd have to extend our list to find out. We'd have 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32. For the 3, we have 24, 27, 30, and I see it. For 2, 3, and 5, our first or least common multiple would be 30. So let's use some prime factoring to find some least common multiples. Between the numbers 3 and 12, 3 times 1 is 3, 3 times 4, which is 3 times 2 times 2, is 12. The 3 shows up in both one time, so we'll use 1 3. 4, 2 times 2, and 3 times 2 times 2 is 12. So our least common multiple is 12. 3 goes into 12 4 times, 12 goes into 12 once. It is a multiple of each of them. 8 and 24. 8 is 2 times 2 times 2, and 24 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. Since the 2 times 2 times 2 shows up in each of them, we'll use that once and times 3, because 3 shows up only once in between them, and that is 24. A common multiple of 8 and 24 is 24. For the numbers 5 and 12, 5 factors to 5 times 1. 12 factors to 2 times 2 times 3. We need to have the 5, and then we need to have the 2 times 2 times 3 because it doesn't show up in the other one. And 5 times 3 times 2 times 2 is 60. And for 10 and 12, 10 is 2 times 5, and 12 is 2 times 2 times 3. We don't need all 3 3s because the 2 shows up in both, but we need 2 2s because it shows up twice in the second one. We need the 5 because it only shows up once between the two, and we need the 3. And 2 times 2 times 5 times 3 is 60. Both 10 and 12 are factors of 60. This is our least common multiple, the smallest number both 10 and 12 can go into. Let's look at 6 and 12. The 2 shows up in both, but we need 2 2's for this part. And the 3 shows up in both, so we only need one of those. And 2 times 2 is 4 times 3. 12 is our least common multiple. If the factor shows up in both, then you only need to find out how many you need. In this one, 2 didn't show up in both, 5 didn't show up in both, and 3 didn't show up in both. So I needed to use both 2's, the 5 and the 3. In this one, 2 showed up in both, but this one had 2 2's, which couldn't be covered with just one of them, so we had to use both. 3 we needed, 5 we needed, so that got us 60. In this one, 2 showed up in both, but we needed 2 2's to cover this guy. The 3 showed up in both, so we only needed one of those, and 2 times 2 times 3 is 12. Another idea that helps us with fractions is greatest common factor. We're going to use factorization to find our greatest common factor between two different numbers. Between 10 and 8. 2 times 5, 2 times 2 times 2. The common factor is 2. And that's the biggest common factor because 10 does not have 2 times 2, and 8 doesn't have 5 in it. So the largest factor that matches between the two is just 2. If I have 10 and 20, 2 times 5, 2 times 2 times 5, 2 times 10. 2 times 5 matches 2 times 5 here, but this second 2 is not up there. So our greatest common factor, 2 times 5, or 10. 10 is the greatest common factor. Between 8 and 20, 2 times 2 times 2. 20, 2 times 2 times 5. 2 times 2 shows up in both of them. That third 2 doesn't, and that 5 does not. So our greatest common factor is going to be 2 times 2, or 4. Between 8 and 24, 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 is 24. This 2 times 2 times 2 shows up in both. So that is going to be our common factor, 8. 8 into 8, 1 time. 8 into 24, 3 times. Between 7 and 28, this is 1 times 7, and this is 2 times 2 times 7. So our greatest common factor is 7. Between 14 and 28, we have 2 times 7, and we have 2 times 2 times 7. So our common factor is 2 times 7, which is 14. So when you find a number in the factor lists that match, then you have the common factor. If you have the same factor in each number, but uncommon factors outside of them, you leave those out. So you can find the common factor, the greatest common factor, for each of these numbers by checking their factorization. Now let's take a look at why that's helpful. When we are adding or subtracting fractions, we need a common denominator. We can use the least common multiple to find a common denominator. To find the least common multiple between this denominator 8 and this one 4, we know that we need to have any factors that are different between the numbers. Here we have 2 times 4. Here we have 1 times 4. We need to have both the 2 and 1 of the 4s. So 2 times 4 is 8, which means that we can turn 3 fourths into eighths. We're going to multiply by 2, and we will have 6 eighths. Then when we want to add 7 eighths and 6 eighths, we can get 13 eighths, which would simplify because 8 eighths is 1, leaving 5 eighths. So our answer is 1 and 5 eighths. To find a common denominator between sevenths and fifths, this is 1 times 7 and 1 times 5. We're going to need both the 7 and the 5. 7 times 5 is 35, so our common denominator will be 35. This will change with the number 1 that is 5 fifths. This will change with the number 1 that is 7 sevenths. So we have 15 35ths and 14 35ths. When you add them, you get 29 35ths, which is not reducible because 29 is a prime. We can use the greatest common factor to simplify fractions. 28 fiftieths, 2 times 2 times 7, 2 times 5 times 5. So we know that those will cancel. So our simplified answer will be 14 over 25. And that is our simplest answer. 14 over 56. 2 times 7. And this is 2 because that's an even number. And 2 into 56 is 28. So that can be 2 times 7 over 2 times 4 times 7. And then I can cancel the 2's and cancel the 7's because those make number 1's. So my answer is 1/4. 36 over 54. That is 2 times 3 times 2 times 3. 6 times 6. And 54 is 2 times 3 times 3 times 3. 6 times 9. That lets me cancel these 2's, these 3's, these 3's, and my final answer simplifies to 2/3. So we can use these greatest common factors factorize out, and we will end up pulling out all the things that we can cancel. So in this video, we talked about using least common multiple and greatest common factor. We found them using prime factorization, and then we used them to find common multiples so that we can do work with fractions, add or subtract, and we used greatest common factor to help us reduce fractions, and we can use prime factorization in both those things. If you would like more practice with these, don't forget there's a lot of free resources online.